can show up authentic and then get knocked out of authenticity, right? Mm-hmm. And always have the intention to be authentic, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to get triggered and brought back into a conditioned state. And so the ability to shift back and forth and recognizing that I'm in a conditioned state and I can move back to my authentic state is good. So the last thing that happens is trust. You have to have, a covenant of trust with yourself that if I put myself in this environment, I know I'm not going to be perfect, right? There's going to be failure. I'm okay with that. That's part of the process. I embrace that, matter of fact. But I need to be able to trust myself to do that, to do it. Not to be doing it, but just to do it. And so what I've really been working on doing more than anything is bringing my coaching into my work, right? Mm-hmm. And using that same kind of mentality. So when I'm talking with you, just like you heard me talking to my customer the other day, I talk to the guys that I work with the same way. So I bring that authenticity to work with me, and because one of the things that I realized was I was coming home from work and I was drained. I was like, why am I so tired? Mm-hmm. And I realized that I was just being, not authentic throughout the day, and it was taking a lot of my energy away, and so once I made that connection, I was like, all right, I'm just going to start, and that was, and people have said to me, they're like, you're different. What's changed? I mean, I can't tell you how many people.
You're listening from here.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's where my authenticity is. My authenticity comes from right here. I know what is mine to do. But I think we get stuck in the spiritual side of it. And we said, oh, this only applies to this kind of environment. But it's got to apply to our whole life. If you truly want to say you're a spiritual person, it should be a 24/7, 365 thing. Every facet of your life, you can apply that. And it's not applying spirituality, it's applying your authenticity. It's about bringing the best version of you, to the world. So to become whole, you have to be authentic. You cannot ever be whole without being in your authenticity. And so at that point, that's where kind of when I was telling you, I started my journey with the Joseph Campbell thing, was I started out just saying, how can I be happy again?
Yeah.
And then I started really learning a lot of things about myself, It became know thyself. That's a ancient Stoic thing, know thyself. And so that's the journey that I was like, I had to figure out who I was before I could figure out who I needed to be or who I was meant to be.